Jack O'Connor going to Kildare is a massive appointment, because if you think of who's currently in inter-county management and who's got success, obviously Jim Gavin is number one at the moment. Then after that there's Mickey Hart with 3 All-Irelands, and right alongside him is Jack O'Connor with 3 as well. So could Kildare appoint anyone or hope to appoint anyone with as much with that sort of track record, with that amount of success? Probably not. And Cian O'Neill has brought them fairly far. It didn't happen this year, of course, but like for Jack O'Connor to go in and you think about what he's done, so All-Irelands in 04, 06 and 09, and he went into Kerry where Paddy O'Shea had been the manager, obviously an icon, part of that 4-in-a-row team, etc., etc. And O'Connor just didn't have that same sort of history behind him. So he was kind of swimming upstream from the start, but did very, very well. Like, he since managed the Kerry minors as well as the under-20s, and like he had back-to-back minor All-Irelands with Kerry, so he knows all those players coming through. The last 2 seasons with the under-20s, they ended without All-Irelands. But if you think about it, he didn't have David Clifford, Seanie O'Shea and Diarmuid O'Connor available. So if he did, would we be talking about Jack O'Connor coming in with a couple of minors and a couple of under-20 All-Irelands? You'd fancy him to not be too far away. He's coming in with unanimous support. I mean, that came through how he was ratified. And in general, I would say everyone in Kildare is really happy with this appointment. Ross Glavin, who was the Moorfield manager, he's involved. So they've won a Leinster and back-to-back county titles. And Jack O'Connor's sons, Éanna and Cian, they play for Moorfield. And Jack O'Connor has been known to walk the sidelines with them and be involved. So he's got to know the county scene very, very well, and any of the good players there because of that. And of course, never mind Ross, his sons also will be able to say who are the best players in the county, and who knows, they could be among them. Tom Cribben is also involved, formerly of Laois and Westmeath. He was Westmeath manager. Ran the Dubs relatively close, I suppose you could say, in the past. I mean, not to the point of actually challenging them, and probably had one very bad result against them. But he's got a familiarity with what's going on in the province. So as far as I can see, the fact that he's got Ross Glavin, who's got the Leinster club success, Tom Cribben, who's got experience against the other teams in Leinster, it seems like a strong team. Himself, Jack O'Connor, he's a manager who's obviously going to very pragmatic. The Kieran Donaghy thing in 2006, putting into full forward, ends up Footballer of the Year. 2009, he brings back Mike McCarthy and Tadhg Kennelly. They win the All-Ireland. I'm not sure every manager would have done that. Also dropped Gooch and Tomás O'Shea that year when they went for a drink after one of the qualifier games. So he's a very strong-minded manager, and obviously doesn't care what people think. Will he get Daniel Flynn back? That's the big one, because there's plenty of talent in Kildare and they have some really good forwards, but they don't have any other Daniel Flynn, and he's the one player in the team. They have a few that might run close, but he's the one player who'd walk onto the Dublin team. So if you can get them back in, having a manager like that, getting that Daniel Flynn back in, I would say the buy-in would be massive. The team won, or the county won an under-20 All-Ireland in 2018 as well. So there is talent coming. It seems like a positive appointment, and they're going to be a team to watch next year. Even whether they go good, bad or indifferent, they're definitely a team to watch in 2020.